So let's talk a little bit about dating. So you are now engaged. So let's have some advice for young women who are looking to get engaged, who are looking to get married. What exactly should they be looking for in a guy?
Be with a guy that wants the same things that you want. I think a lot of guys out there, a lot of women out there too, unfortunately, they're not looking for things like marriage or children or whatever. I've been called too picky for saying this, but it's absolutely true. If you are committed to getting married and having kids, then you need to be looking for someone who wants the same things that you do. So, there are a lot of great people out there, and there are a lot of guys you might meet and date and have fun with. But at the end of the day, if he's not interested in marriage and children, then don't think that you can change him into being whoever you want. So definitely prioritize someone who wants the same things that you do in life.
It seems to me that for a lot of young women who I see who are unhappy, this is true for young men too, but it's certainly true for young women, that a lot of the unhappiness springs from a certain war with reality, that men are not what they want men to be. What do you think it is that women don't generally understand about men? Like if you had to sum up men as a half of the species in a few sentences, what do you think it is that men are? What do men want?
I think men ultimately, and this is probably not true for a good number of men who have, like women, been influenced by third wave feminism, but men traditionally have wanted to be protectors and providers for their families. So I think ultimately a lot of women my age, we look at men and we might see that kind of behavior as, belittling or benevolently sexist or things like that, which is too bad because I think relationships work best when people aren't the same, but rather when they complement each other. So I think with men, women kind of need to be a little bit more aware that he's not just going to be like one of your girlfriends. He's going to be different, and that's okay. And you shouldn't be trying to make him into one of your girlfriends or make him as feminine as possible. Relationships work best when you accept the other person. It doesn't mean you're going to think they're perfect in any way, but don't try to fundamentally change the personality or beliefs of your partner, because that's just not going to work.
And what do you think it is that young men don't understand about women? Because obviously we are seeing people getting married later and later. That's having some pretty terrible consequences for the society, less responsibility taking. But what do men not get about women? If you could tell guys out there what to expect from women, what exactly would you be telling them?
This is a really hard question because I look at modern women and I feel like I don't understand them. And I forget who said this quote, but what is it? The only people who understand women are other women, and they hate them. So it's like I don't really know what to say to that. But I think for men, if you can find a woman who's got similar values as you, then I think something that I'm really happy my fiance understands about me is that we are not going to have the same, we're not going to have the same, I guess, outlook as you guys do when it comes to things like money and career, and that's okay, right? Because I notice even like I'll have people in interviews ask me like, where do you want to be in like 5 years or 10 years? And honestly, all of my plans long-term revolve around family and relationships. And, for a while I would feel really bad about that, but it's like, well, that's, I'm a young woman who wants to get married and have kids, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think men nowadays, a lot of men do find that kind of strange, but historically, it's really par for the course.